What's up, I Like Scary? We are back. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having an awesome day. It feels great to be a horror fan. So you guys, today I want to talk about some speculations and theories with Halloween Ends. So we've been getting a nice amount of little promotional pictures of Halloween Ends, in my opinion. I want to talk about some clues I possibly see, and I want to say it's 3 of them. So first, you guys, the first picture that I want to talk about is a picture of Jamie Lee Curtis that was posted. Of Jamie Lee Curtis, it looks like she can possibly be in the kitchen. We can see that bright window. We can see that bright window with from the trailer, where we get the POV shot with the different colors in the window. But we see something that looks very weird standing up, and we see the door. These are the doors, of course, as you see in the trailer. We see a body laying right there, man. That's what it seems like it can be, but it's blurry, so we don't know. It can be anything, but it looks like you can see like flesh color, if that makes sense, like the arms and stuff. I don't want to dig deep, but possibly, if this was a body, I would think that it's Corey, and he's probably, dead. Maybe he's dead. Maybe Lori actually killed him on accident, and maybe she shot him on accident, and then she took the mask off and found out it wasn't him, and then Michael comes along. I mean, it's so many ways this can go, but what if that happened? Maybe she shoots him immediately off rip, because it's like, at the end of the day, it's Laurie Strode. You can't be creeping up on her, and this is going to be something that I talk about later in the video with a theory, but you can't be creeping up on her. She's been going through stuff. She's traumatized, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is a body, but it can possibly not be a body. But I want to talk about that, and also I wanted to talk about another picture we got with Michael. We got Michael. It's like he's going up the stairs. We got a nice, awesome picture of him. I'm hearing people say this can possibly be Corey Cunningham, which I mean, it could possibly be. I don't know. I know James recording looks a little bricker at the top, but it's probably could be light and everything, so it can be either one. I know one thing, this is not the Myers house, though. I've heard this be talked about. This could possibly be the Myers house. This is that same house that we get the POV shot going up the stairs, because once you see that shot, you can go back and look at the trailer right there on the side. You can see the same type of wallpaper. So, yeah, this is definitely that house. Maybe Michael, this could possibly be that copycat scene, but they kind of just pan over a little bit to show Michael who it is behind it, or whatever, or Corey. And this is him going up those stairs when he does this. This could all be in that same, bottle, where they're just, we get that scene with this, and we get Laurie with the gun. And the reason saying that is because it's obviously looking like he's going up the stairs, like around the banister, looks like. So maybe we get something, him just creeping, and then go back to POV. But and then I caught another picture that I wanted to say that it kind of confirms that this is the house, and something is going to happen inside this house, is because we get a shot of Laurie screaming screaming down the stairs, and we look behind her, and you see that wallpaper, that same wallpaper with the blue and that design. So maybe this is after she kills the copycat or shoots him, whatever she does to him. She comes down on the same stairs that Michael, the copycat Michael comes down. And yeah, that's the same house for sure. Maybe it is Michael, maybe that's her, and he goes up, maybe that's another shot. It's not even the POV shot. Maybe Michael just goes upstairs, and Laurie maybe it's something like she gets Corey to run out the house, because it's like, it's not you. She kind of scares him. He takes the mask off and stuff, and she thinks it's over with, but the real Michael is creeping up the stairs, as we see in this picture. And she kind of goes with the real Michael and everything, and they're fighting and stuff. He goes downstairs, and they kind of lock eyes on the stairwell, and she's screaming at him like, no, this can't be real, but it's really him. So that's a crazy picture of, that's how I put that together, you guys. So the thing behind all of this is that through everything we're seeing, Laurie has on that sky blue shirt. That's how I keep up with a lot of scenes. She hasn't changed that shirt. So it's looking like this is going to be a crazy night. We keep seeing her in that sky blue shirt, And And all the scenes, her getting choked out by Michael, her saying, "Come and get me, motherfucker," all that. So that's going to be definitely the same night. Something else I want to talk about, and this is a theory I had from the beginning. Now, we got a awesome picture, which I have to get this. It's Fangoria magazine. It has Michael and Laurie on it, and it says, "The night she came home." Now, I'm going to tell you guys what I think about this, because I've been saying this since Halloween Ends has been brought up, and we got more detail in it. And we had this sign when Laurie's leaving, it says leaving Haddonfield city limits when she's walking out. I really think that's going to play a big part in Laurie embracing life. She's not going to move too far, but she's going to leave Haddonfield with Allison. You know, they said that her and Allison lives together and stuff like that. And I think now, I'm not saying she's forgotten about Michael completely, but right there in that moment, she's going to move on and take her granddaughter, and they're going to leave. That's why we might get a scene with Laurie and Allison driving that says leaving Haddonfield city limits. And I think that's going to be her embracing life and writing her memoir. She's going to be peaceful, and you know, maybe get some shots of Laurie like at grocery stores. You know, because I did some research that you know, she has that brown jacket on. Looks like it's that type of area where grocery store is. I don't know, but I feel that now that I'm thinking, Corey is going to be the reason that Laurie goes to Haddonfield the night she came home. She's going to come back home to Haddonfield because of Corey, and she hearing the story about this babysitter murder and everything. And it happened. It's going to happen the same night as Kills, and it's going to kind of ring a bell with Laurie, because that's the same thing that happened to her. You know, Halloween night, you know, a babysitter, you know, something babysitting is just a murder, right? So she's going to be like, "No, this is not this kid. This is Michael. We did not find Michael that night he killed Karen. It's him. It's him." And you know, I think that's what's going to happen. That Laurie's going to put two and two together and think that this was Michael. This was Michael who killed the kid that Corey Cunningham is babysitting. But they're saying that Corey is wrongfully accused. That's all I know. They're saying he's wrongfully accused. Maybe Michael did have a hand in it. But I think Corey's going to be the reason Laurie comes back home. She's going to defend Corey. And like I always told you guys, man, I think that Corey's going to get bullied into being in shape. Now, I think he's going to start off as a good kid. He's really going to start off as a good kid, but I think that possibly Laurie can even reach out to him, or you know, and Allison, that's how they get cool, because Allison has a soft spot for him, and you know, he's facing losing everything, and Allison and him get cool. Maybe they start dating like her and Cameron, and they get cool. But as he's getting bullied, and you know, he's secretly starting to grow this obsession and about Myers. The reason I'm saying is because once he's around Allison and Laurie, that's gonna rub off on him, those stories, the traumatic experiences, and he's probably gonna go looking into it and snooping. And you know, he's probably hearing how much power Michael has over Haddonfield. And yeah, and this is when we go down that rabbit hole. You know, he's getting bullied in somehow, some way. In my opinion, he steals Michael's mask. You guys know the rest. And as he puts that mask on more and more, I don't want to keep sounding like a broken record, but Christine, Arnie Cunningham, you know, David Gordon Green said with Christine, the obsession with Michael starts to grow. It gives him power, it gives Corey power, and that's why I think it's going to be an emotional experience where you know, Laurie is kind of starting to see, like they're saying, Michael's starting to pop up again. But, you know, she's starting to think it's weird because there's no killings happening or something like that. Something just shows Laurie this is not Michael. And she follows the shape one night. Maybe she doesn't tackle him that night. She's just like, all right, he lives right here. And then that same night, she kind of breaks in and she's snooping. And she gets this guy opening the door. And, you know, it goes from there. Take the mask off. It's Corey. And it's one of those, like, not you, Corey. So did you really kill the kid? And she's screaming like, ah, like, you know, did you really kill the kid, Corey? And he's like, you know, and he's obsessed with Michael, and maybe he does try to, you know, kind of charge at Laurie. I don't know when it comes to that, but I think it's going to be that. Main thing I wanted to talk about today is that Corey's going to bring Laurie back home. She's going to try to stand up for Corey and defend him. Why? Because this kind of tells me that we're going to get a continuance of that night with Karen dying. Like, okay, so Michael obviously leaves. He leaves because this will make this a cemented theory. He leaves, and Laurie and I'm like, where's Michael? Da, 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 da. But she's still worried about Karen. Like, probably like, no, don't worry about Michael. He's gone. We don't know. But he goes over a few blocks or whatever. Maybe. Anyways, and he kind of does, you know, the thing with the babysitter, you know, the murders of the Corey Cunningham, what he's accused of. Maybe he doesn't. We don't know. But either way, him just not being on scene and lifeless when they see Karen is going to kind of make Lori think if some killing happens a few blocks over, she's going to stand up for that person because she knows that Michael's out there, if you guys get what I'm saying. So that's going to bring her back to Haddonfield, but it's going to almost be like you got called back for nothing, because he's going to end up being a copycat. He's going to actually like Michael. So that's where I think it's going to be twisted, where Nick Castle and everyone, James Houston, is going to be twisted. It's different. I think it's going to be something like that, where the night she came home. So she comes home, Michael's already there in the sewers, cave dwelling and stuff like that, and he comes back to get his mask because why? He did it when Karen took it. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I wanted to talk about. You know, a couple clues and everything we have in these new pictures, which are awesome. You comment down below, you guys, what do you all think of Lori actually on the same stairwell as Michael, and she's screaming like, you know, she's screaming, and that kind of is a scream like it's like a damn. I want to say, bro, possibly that maybe Lori did kill Corey. Like, maybe, possibly she killed him or she shot him, and maybe he's like sitting there bleeding out, and she's looking at him with the knife, like he's like Mike. So it's showing that Michael is taking over kids, like a teenager now, or whatever he is, and you know, it's like it's showing how powerful Michael is, and she's just watching Corey lifeless, and that's why in that picture it looks like a body. You know, it kind of aims up with that stairwell if you look at it. So what do you guys think about that? You know, she's screaming, same wallpaper as Myers in the back, same stairs. So that kind of shows me like maybe this is not James Jude. Maybe that is Corey, and it's that same POV shot. You know what I'm saying? Because it's that same stairwell with that wallpaper. Maybe they're battling or like tussling, and she kills Corey, or maybe she shoots him at the door and he falls down the stairs, and she takes his mask off, and it's not him. So comment down below what you guys think, though, man. Unfortunately, this is the end of the video. I like scary, man. Don't forget to hit me on my social media. I like scary on Instagram. I like scary77 on TikTok. Brandon on Facebook, and I like scary on Twitter. And don't forget, you guys, to become a member of Patreon and get behind the scenes of the channel. Also, where it says subscribe next to it, click join. Get a nice little cool badge next to your name. Be invited to private watch parties and other benefits of the channel and behind the scenes. Also, don't forget to check out the official I like scary merch store. And yeah, you guys, man, watch some horror movies. Stay scary out there. I love you all. Peace.